So, episode 5, the poker game. This was a bad one. I mean, the past few episodes have been boring, but this was not only dull, it was bad. We spent way too much time with that wedding present story, which, you know, for one thing, it feels like ancient history. For another thing, it just took away from stories that I would have rather been watching, like the mother, the locket, Marshall getting back to New York, James even. You know, he was in there for a little bit, but it was mostly for comedy. I will give them this though. The poker game was not what I was expecting, which was kind of nice. But they introduced this idea, this interesting idea of, you know, Barney is caught between Robin and James, and he doesn't want to take sides. But they spent so much time with the wedding present story that there really was no time to devote to, you know, the resolution to Barney being caught between his brother and his fiancée. It's just the padding has become blatantly obvious. You know, there was one point they did a joke in the middle of the episode. I don't remember the exact dialogue, but Lily says, you never gave us... Oh, you know, Ted says, I gave you a present, and Lily says, no you didn't. And Ted says, you know, you could almost see the director saying, you know, draw this out for as long as you possibly can. You know, we need to fill time for the episode, like the Princess Bride joke that they did a couple weeks ago. Oh, and the pizza. Did I miss something? What did the pizza have to do with anything?
That was my bad. After rewatching the episode on CBS.com, I realized I missed the very first scene of the live broadcast, where Marshall goes on about Gazzola's Pizza. It was a nice callback to both dual citizenship and Best Burger in New York, and even if I thought the dialogue went a little long, it was funny, sweet, and well acted. It was a grand gesture of love, and once again proof of what a great guy Ted is. Oops.
You know, I was waiting for this really meaningful resolution to that problem, and just sitting there going, where did the pizza come from? I don't remember it having anything to do with the episode, and I don't remember it having anything to tie into previous episodes. So there you go, the disappointing ending to a story that felt kind of like a waste of time. I hate to say it, but it really did. It felt like, did we really need this? Did anyone want to see this? If you wanted to see it, let me know. It was cute, it was fun, but these storylines are starting to... The charm is starting to wear out. So we had the wedding present story, we had the Barney and Robin. That one actually could have had a satisfying conclusion. It was very sweet when, you know, Barney decided that he was going to stand up for Robin and be a man, but it was real, honest writing that felt very mature coming from Barney. And then they absolutely ruined it with he starts yelling and goes complete 180, kind of disowns James and Loretta. And he spent way too much time anguishing about a problem with a really simple solution. You know, go talk to James like an adult and find out what's bothering him. I realize this is sitcoms, and you know, sometimes you have to skirt around reality to make it a little more interesting, but clearly that was not what Robin wanted. You know, she's mortified when she finds out what Barney said, but she does nothing to fix it. She doesn't correct Barney, she doesn't go to Loretta and say, hey, you know, that's not what I want. We end with the worst dialogue possible. You know, it's fine. It would be fine to introduce some conflict between Loretta and Robin. But the way they did it, you know, not only contradicts what happened in Bro Mitzvah, where Robin really seemed to want Loretta to like her, and Loretta really seemed to want to bond with Robin. It introduces a new conflict that now has to be resolved along with all the other ground that we still have to cover. And it felt mean-spirited. It felt like a cheap tease to extend the drama to another episode, and all it did was make me not want to watch anymore. It felt like an unending. Everything is still up in the air. We didn't get to see anything that I wanted to see. it seems like kind of late in the game to introduce more conflict on top of everything else. So I don't know where they're going with this Robin and Loretta's story. I'm not interested. I'd rather see the locket. I'd rather see the mother. So who knows when they'll solve it, if ever. Who knows when we'll get back to the other stories, back to the mother. I will say this. My curiosity was piqued by the fact that James did not seem to want to give up his wedding ring. Clearly, there's more to that story, and I'd like to see more, but I'd also like to see more of the mother. So, let me know what you thought of the episode. I thought it was the worst this season thus far. I'm hoping we get no more of this. No more of episodes like this. If we can get some forward momentum and go sort of back to the charm of the first few episodes where, yeah, it was nice and it was cute, but I also felt like it was going somewhere. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're hoping to see in the next few episodes. And I will see you next week. Take care.